In my presentation today, I tried to focus on some steps of our success from evolving, the challenge of a destination marketing organization. And the first thing I said was, I don't really think we're that different. Even though, I'm a Canadian speaker, I think the reality is every single one of us in the room face the same challenge of awareness. And then, how do we then position ourselves in the minds of the consumer? So we've done it in a variety of ways over the number of years. I've been a marketer from pure branded content and then over to a spectrum now where we're at of letting go. And I know somebody tweeted, like, now they have that song from the Disney movie and they're running in their head, and I didn't mean to do that. But the truth is, the most success we've had is enabling our influencers and Instagrammers and content creators to tell their story of Alberta. And I've shifted from like controlling the story to just curating these stories and becoming a destination sharer rather than like the storyteller myself. So I think, that was what I hit on. I gave some examples of videos that kind of demonstrate that. But the idea that we can have other people tell our story in a more authentic voice is really the success we've seen. One thing we shifted from, like 4 years ago, it was about followers. How many followers do we have? And grow it, and maybe by 20%, maybe by 30%. Then we moved to social media engagements because there was more value in the conversation, the likes, the comments, the shares. So we would set a target, but again, it was a bit of like, where are we at? And we set 1 million for our first year, and we hit 2 million, so blew it out of the water. And the point that I made to the audience today is it's good to have targets, it's good to have goals, but the idea of social and the scalability allows us to beat those goals exponentially. And in the past, maybe somebody on an executive team might have said, are you, we call that sandbagging, like are you setting low targets intentionally? No, not at all. Every conversation has great value. So we're quite happy. This year our goal was 4 million and we passed 8 million. So if you ask me what next year is, I guess I'll have to say 12 million, and who knows, maybe we'll hit 24. But the value is about, I just love to see that exponential growth. Right. What I'm trying to look at now is the quality of the conversations. So we're investigating, like we did it with traditional media, where we no longer look at earned media value, or the old, like it's worth this much in advertising. We're trying to explore what that would look like with social, with the quality of an engagement, or when a person actually says, oh, I want to come. Or more importantly, my favorite thing is when people start sharing their photos when they're there and say, I was inspired because of your Instagram account or the YouTube guy that came. Like that's got to be worth way more than just a like of a photo. We're lucky. And believe me when I say this, it has been the team that has enabled this move. So right from the top, from our CEO to our brand directors and all of our marketers, I think because they see the beauty of these photos and go, wait a minute, this is as good as our brand, maybe even better. And so through demonstration, they've embraced it. And our agencies too have been great in using this. So I don't know if it's just the stars aligned, but when you build a good foundation of a brand, and we knew for us that we have breathtaking landscapes, and our job is to create compelling invitations with these. People will come. It's no different. The brand has not changed. It's just the expression of the brand and how we portray it is different. So when you tell the brand, the ambassadors of the brand, which we all are, that it's not hard to evolve. And if you don't evolve as an organization, and we were doing the same marketing that we were 4 years ago, we would not be making good progress. And I'm happy to say last year was one of our best tourism years. And, even despite, we are an oil-rich province, it's our #1 industry. Tourism is actually #4. We're hopeful that with, now we have the challenge of lower gas prices, which affects our overall economy, but it actually frees up hotel rooms. So maybe our marketing will affect more people to come this summer and increase tourism potential. So the brand has just enabled our team to evolve. I've been thinking about this for months. So I have to tell you a couple things. Like, I'm a keener, right? So the first thing I did was I went online, and you have a YouTube channel that you featured all the videos of past speakers. So I feel like I attended, and I searched past hashtags, and I got a sense of like what people liked and what they didn't. And so the first thing I would say is just the opportunity to meet with people who are like me, who have been doing social media and destination marketing. I can't wait to network and talk to people. I like the idea that it's not overly salesy. There aren't, commercially sponsored. I'm not going to get 100 emails afterwards inviting me to use their tool or whatever. But let's face it, with the opportunity to be here in Europe too, and learn from others, that was one key thing that when I first started, I knew that I wouldn't be reinventing the wheel, and I looked at what other destinations were doing, and some of them are in the room today. So I can't wait to talk to them and hear where they're going, because maybe I'll just borrow some of their ideas.